can see, I bought a minivan. Now, I don't need a minivan, nor do I want one. I actually bought this for my little sister. She just had her third baby. She needs a bigger vehicle. The car that she's got right now is a piece of crap. I always end up working on it like every, I don't know, month. This minivan isn't the nicest thing in the world, but you know, I paid $500 for this and I think it's better than what she has. This van has 190,000 miles on it, but it runs pretty decent for the most part. It's got a slight miss. I'm gonna put plugs and plug wires in it and hopefully that'll take care of it. And then there's a few other little things that I want to do to get fixed before I go and give this to my sister. So let's go over a few things with this minivan. So it's got 190,000 miles, you see there. It's a 1994 Ford Freestar. And I'll show you if you watch the tach, it stutters a little bit. There's no check engine light right now. There was when I bought it. I checked the code and it said cylinder 4 misfire, so we'll dig into that. But you know, for the most part, I think it's a pretty decent vehicle. You know, the numbers and paint are wore off of all these buttons, but the dash is nice, no cracks. Interior is awesome, almost brand new. You can see Stella back there hanging out in the back seat. And yeah, I think it'll make a pretty decent vehicle for her. Alright, let's go ahead and pull these front spark plugs, see what kind of condition they're in, and then we can assess whether we want to pull the back or not. You know, if these front plugs are in good shape, I'm just going to assume that the back are in good shape. And as far as I can tell from diagrams on the internet, the cylinder number 4 is the first one over here on the passenger side. So that's the code that it was throwing, and that should be the, you know, the cylinder with the problem. If the plug looks good and the wire looks good, it'll probably be a coil. Holy crap, guys. This is the first plug I pulled out, the cylinder number 4, and that's what we're dealing with. It's safe to say, I think it needs new plugs. All right, I just got the wires loosely hanging out up here for right now. I haven't put this stuff back on. I'm gonna go start it up and make sure everything sounds good. Well, it definitely isn't missing anymore. It's idling a little bit high. I'm gonna go check all the vacuum lines and stuff. It's definitely running a lot better than what it was. I'm gonna put all these wires back in there nice and then put all this stuff back on. All right, well, me and Stella are gonna go take this thing for a cruise, see how it runs. All right, just to recap, changed the plugs, the wires, air filter, oil change, oil filter, you know, basic maintenance tune-up. And then I also went around, filled all the tires up to the appropriate pressure. Seems like it's driving pretty good. We're just sitting here waiting for a train, but man, this thing is idling nice, super smooth. I gotta figure out how to reset that oil change light. pull out on the highway here and step on it, make sure it doesn't hesitate or anything. Accelerated smooth. It's definitely no Z06, but I'd say it's running awesome. You know when you get a new vehicle, you gotta hit the car wash. Alright, so we got the van running good. There was a couple other things I wanted to tackle before I gave this to my sister. And one was the passenger side window would not roll down. Which, if you're in a minivan, you gotta have both windows able to roll down to get some airflow. So I pulled the connectors apart in the door. I pulled these connectors out right here and I sprayed them out with some of this electronic cleaner, and then I blew it out with the air hose, and then I hit them with a little bit of dielectric grease and plugged them back in. Didn't seem to help, so then I pulled this door panel off and peel that sound deadening back, and then you got this, I'm assuming this is the motor. I pulled this clip right there, did the same thing, cleaned it up, plugged it back in, and then I beat on this with the backhand, with the handle of the screwdriver, and just tapping on that, it broke it free. So now we got a working window. So I'm going to put this door panel back on and I'm going to call this good. I think I've fixed everything on this that I wanted to. It's running great. Passenger side windows working. Driver side windows working. Yeah, I also did pull the driver side switch apart and clean all those contacts too, because it was having some finicky problems where sometimes it would roll down and then it wouldn't want to roll back up. You'd have to mess with the switch. But clean that one seems to be working fine. Now we got the passenger side working good. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.